Hey, 49ers faithful. We're back with an exclusive video bringing you the latest updates on our beloved San Francisco 49ers. Before we jump in, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit that like button. This way, you'll never miss any breaking news or exciting updates about the Niners. Welcome to our chat about the Niners. Over the next few moments, we will discuss various topics related to the team. There are indications that the franchise may be considering the possibility of trading up in the 2025 NFL Draft. If this hypothesis proves true, rumors are circulating that they are interested in Tyler Warren from Penn State, an athlete who stands out and is regarded as one of the top prospects in this draft class. Additionally, we will have updates on Brock Purdy's contract, with information from a reliable source revealing an amount the team would be willing to accept. You will be curious to discover what that figure is. Before we move on, I like to hear from all of you. I usually seek opinions in the comments section, and that's what I'm doing now. How can I improve the analysis of the Niners? What would you like to see more of? Do you enjoy the content being presented? Your honest feedback is always welcome, so feel free to share your suggestions. Let's start with an expert who created a mock draft and, in this context, mentioned that the team is considering a trade to move up in the selection. He noted that the team currently has 11 picks in the 2025 NFL Draft and has been informed that they are evaluating the possibility of making an aggressive move in the first round, looking for reinforcements for the offense. The team does indeed show a strong interest in Tyler Warren. However, this strategy of trading up to select Warren may not be entirely logical. While Warren is one of the most admired athletes in this draft due to his versatility and high-level playmaking ability, he fits well within the coach's scheme. This selection would only make sense if there is an intention to part ways with George Kittle. Kittle is approaching the final year of his contract in 2025 and will turn 32 years old in October. The tight end market underwent a recent shift when a player from the Arizona Cardinals signed a contract worth $19 million per year. Kittle is a more experienced athlete, and even as time passes, he could approach the team and argue that if a certain player is making $19 million a year, he deserves at least $20 million in his contract extension. Despite Kittle approaching an advanced age, he continues to perform at an exceptional level. He was named to the first-team All-Pro in 2023 and had a season where he surpassed 1,000 yards, in addition to another previous season in which he also hit the 1,000-yard mark. He has been a crucial piece for the quarterback. Since the quarterback's first career game, Kittle has been present in all games, accumulating a significant number of touchdowns. Therefore, if the team decides to extend the quarterback's contract, will Kittle also receive an extension to continue forming a lethal duo at the position? At the same time, it is essential to consider everything the team has stated and done in this offseason. They have let go of older players with high contracts. The team has significantly reduced its salary cap, although it still faces a considerable amount of committed money. If there is indeed a plan for a reset and a sort of mini rebuild, would they choose to pay a high amount to a 32-year-old tight end? George Kittle is one of the franchise's top idols and the best tight end in the team's history. It would be unthinkable to imagine him not continuing with the team and moving to another franchise. I believe he still has a lot to offer in his NFL career. But in the Bay Area, no one would expect such an influential player to wear another team's colors. This is the reality of sports and business. However, if the team decides to trade up in the draft to select Tyler Warren after signing a new player, it would signal that they do not intend to offer a contract extension to George Kittle. If you're looking for reinforcements in prominent positions, I understand, as they have already parted ways with an important player. The dynamics of sports and business are intricate. Nonetheless, if a team opts to trade up to acquire a specific player after securing another, it implies they may not extend the contract of their current star player. For those seeking skilled position players, this viewpoint is rational, particularly after losing a key member and intending to extend a promising quarterback's contract. However, this move would be viewed as more of a luxury. The team has considerable needs and evident deficiencies in both offensive and defensive lines. Additionally, the strategy for team construction must be taken into account. Official comments have highlighted the significance of players capable of scoring touchdowns, which explains why the offensive line has not always been prioritized. Consequently, if there is a strategy to move on from the star tight end, trading up to acquire an exceptional athlete would enable fortifying the quarterback position and rejuvenating that tight end group in terms of age and finances. This would provide a younger counterpart with similar abilities in advancing yards following the catch. This athlete is a skilled blocker, demonstrating versatility and being an impressive playmaker. Such a resource would be beneficial for the quarterback to cultivate and evolve with. It would indeed be unexpected if the team were to proceed with such a plan. Nonetheless, this concept was suggested some time ago before discussions arose about this player as a viable target. Should they choose to trade up, the emphasis ought to be on selecting a player in the trenches, as those roles are vital and play a significant part in securing victories, addressing more pressing requirements. It's interesting to note that, during a recent discussion, a compilation of potential trade-up targets was created. These are elite athletes regarded as outstanding in this draft and deserving of a trade-up. There is one athlete to monitor if he falls, another if he slips, the leading offensive tackle in this draft class, and a standout from Georgia. The previously mentioned player is also on the list due to his potential to consistently earn Pro Bowl and All-Pro recognition. Last year at a prominent university, he demonstrated versatility by undertaking numerous roles, including quarterback, center, fullback, H-back, inline tight end, and playing outside. He was a significant red zone threat, capable of advancing yards after the catch, and is known for being a fierce competitor. However, pursuing a trade-up for this player may not be prudent when other urgent needs require attention. In the past year, he has taken on multiple roles, including quarterback and center, along with fullback and H-back. It clearly showcased his capabilities as a major red zone threat with the ability to gain yards after contact. He is a tenacious competitor. Nevertheless, it does not seem judicious to trade up for this player when there are more pressing issues to resolve. Turning to the quarterback position, reports suggest the team is reluctant to exceed a certain annual dollar amount for his contract extension. The ideal sum to reach an agreement should fall within a particular range. It has been noted that if the team can retain this quarterback within that range, it would be beneficial for both the team and the player. This stems from the fact that last year, the team encountered numerous injuries on offense, and the head coach's performance did not meet expectations. The quarterback requires support with complementary players and offensive tools, in addition to a robust offensive line and capable athletes in crucial roles, alongside an effective running game. The defense and special teams were inadequate last year, as their performance was subpar. This should not be interpreted as a critique of the quarterback. He is believed to be approaching the top 10 in the league and has always garnered fan support. It has been indicated that the team cannot afford to let him go, as his talents need to remain on the roster. Otherwise, another team would capitalize on his skills. His unique abilities were evident from the start, which included adept game reading, touch, precision, and decision-making skills. However, there were signs last year that these qualities diminished, though they are indeed genuine. Support is vital for the quarterback. Receiving a fair compensation would not only be just for him, but also a sound investment for the team, ensuring the roster remains competitive. This has been observed with other teams whose star quarterbacks have received substantial contracts, often leaving the rest of the roster in challenging situations. The team must avoid becoming overly reliant on their quarterback, as this could hinder performance and aspirations. Moreover, the salary cap in the league will continue to rise. The team's roster situation is not as solid as it could be, resulting in an excessive reliance on Dak Prescott. The team cannot afford to become overly dependent on Brock Purdy, as this would hinder their ability to achieve maximum performance and the goals they have set for themselves. It is expected that the NFL salary cap will increase in the coming years, and the market for quarterbacks is about to expand significantly. Over time, it's likely that quarterbacks will start securing contracts ranging from $60 to $70 million annually, which means that Dak Prescott's current average value of $60 million per year will eventually be surpassed. If Purdy continues to develop and perform well, he could be recognized as an elite quarterback, especially if he has a good team around him. This could make his contract a good long-term choice. However, if Purdy seeks $60 million, there would be hesitation in meeting that request. An offer in the range of $50 to $55 million, with a reasonable guaranteed amount, would be more appropriate. For example, Deshaun Watson secured $230 million, while Jared Goff received $113 million in guarantees. There is a belief that Purdy could outperform Goff, but they belong to a similar class of quarterbacks. Therefore, considering an offer of $120 million in guarantees would be reasonable. As the figure approaches $60 million per year, doubts about such an amount emerge. Thus, the $50 to $55 million range is considered the ideal bracket. This perspective is deeply linked to the reality of the field. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. The rumors have been swirling for weeks, but now the buzz is undeniable. Could Derrick Henry, the unstoppable force known as King Henry, be headed to the San Francisco 49ers? Fans are eager for confirmation, and the NFL world is holding its breath. With his dominating presence on the field and a career that has been nothing short of legendary, Henry's potential move to the 49ers could reshape the team's offensive powerhouse. But what does this mean for the 49ers' future? Let's break it down. After 8 seasons with the Tennessee Titans, where he became one of the most feared running backs in the league, Henry took his talents to the Baltimore Ravens in 2024. A stunning 2-year deal worth $16 million, with an additional $4 million in incentives, marked the next chapter in his storied career. However, despite impressive performances in the early part of the season, including a jaw-dropping 199-yard game against the Buffalo Bills, whispers about a trade to San Francisco have only intensified. Could the 49ers, known for their potent offensive weapons, be looking to add another superstar to their arsenal? Henry's imposing size and bruising running style would undoubtedly complement the 49ers' already elite offense. The team, led by dynamic playmakers like Deebo Samuel and Christian McCaffrey, has been one of the most feared in the NFL. Henry's arrival could provide the team with a running back who can dominate the line of scrimmage and close out games in the toughest moments. Imagine a backfield featuring McCaffrey's versatility alongside Henry's raw power, a tandem that would leave opposing defenses scrambling. Moreover, the 49ers front office has always been keen on making moves that push them into championship contention. With their defense in prime form and an offense brimming with talent, the addition of a back like Henry could be the missing piece to finally capture that elusive Super Bowl title. His leadership and ability to grind out tough yards would add another dimension to an offense already built to control the game. While nothing is set in stone, the idea of Derrick Henry donning a 49ers uniform is a tantalizing thought for fans and analysts alike. Could this be the power move that propels San Francisco to the top? Only time will tell, but one thing is for certain. The NFL world will be watching closely as this story unfolds. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.